gentlemen, put your hands together for our congressman, the people's champion, none other than Congressman Maxwell Alejandro.
When I say Angie, you say Nixon. Angie. Good morning. I am Congressman Maxwell Frost. I represent Central Florida in the United States Congress. And today, I am proud to endorse Angie Nixon for the United States. Listen, we're here today because we believe in a country that can be as great as its promise. We're here today because we know Angie Nixon has been fighting for that year after year in the Florida State Legislature. And now she is ready, she is able, and she is going to take that fight to Washington, D.C., where we need it most right now. We have to talk about the person she's going to replace, Ashley Moody. Ashley Moody has built a career standing with the same billionaires and corporations who have screwed us all. This moment demands not just another politician, but it demands a fighter. Someone who's going to stand up to the status quo. Someone who's going to say, we need someone who's going to fight to make sure that we have health care, because health care is a human right. Someone who understands that in a country where we want more families, we want working families to be safe, everybody should have universal child care. Someone who understands that we're going to fight, yes, to create pathways to home ownership, but we have to protect our renters and our tenants that are being screwed over year after year after year. Come on. And that we have to build a country where maybe we go back to when we're buying homes competing with each other, not BlackRock, Airbnb, and Wall Street that are buying up our communities. Angie knows that we don't want data centers built in our communities that are going to compromise our water, work to take away our jobs, and create insane sound pollution and hike up our utility costs. And the reason she knows this isn't because she read it in a book. It's not because she read it online. It's because she's been traveling this state listening to the people. Angie Nixon is for the many, not the money. She understands. And I'm so proud that you can put it on a t-shirt if you want. And I'm just so proud to stand here to endorse her today, because this is what we need. We see around the entire country Democrats standing up and saying enough is enough. We are going to be a party that is for working people. We're going to be the party of FDR. We're going to be the party that says we have big ideas because we have big problems. And the thing about the campaign Angie is waging right now is it's not even just about Democrats. It's about all of us. It's not about Democrats versus Republicans or this versus that. It's about the people versus the problem. And in this moment, where so many of our country have so little, and so few people have so much, Angie realizes that to fight wealth inequality, to make sure we all can do well, we can all go to vacation, we all have paid sick leave and family leave and a good job and a union job, where we can live the American dream, which, by the way, isn't about surviving, it's about thriving. For us to do that, we have to stand strong in Washington, D.C., from the corporate interests that have taken over our political system. And yes, it manifests itself in both parties. And it is going to take a new generation of leaders to say enough is enough. We're going to fight for the people. From Miami to Tallahassee to Orlando, Florida. From Pine Hills to Tampa. From Jacksonville to Gainesville. All across the state to the Panhandle. Angie doesn't care what your party registration is. She cares about the fact that things cost too much and no one has any money. She cares about the fact that we live in a country where the leading cause of death for a child is to be shot with a bullet in 2026. She cares about the fact that we lose 60,000 Americans a year because they don't have health insurance. And she knows that it's by virtue of being alive that you deserve to be healthy. There is nothing more patriotic than wanting your people to have a roof over their head. There is nothing more patriotic than making sure you want your people to be healthy. There is nothing more patriotic than fighting for working class American families, and that's what Angie Nixon will do for every Floridian in the United States Senate. And I have to say, I've been proud to make a few Senate endorsements across the country, and the reason I'm doing this is simple. In moments where Democrats have had a trifecta and have had the Senate, the House, and the White House, the biggest impediment to progress has been the United States Senate. We know that we need people who will commit to ending the filibuster. A Jim Crow era rule that has prevented us from passing universal child care, that has prevented us from expanding education, that has prevented us from passing the John Lewis Voting Rights Act and the Freedom to Vote Act, which, by the way, would have kept us from a lot of the horrible voter suppression tactics we see going on in Florida right now. So she's built for this moment that we're in, where people are crying out for relief, where people are crying out for leaders who, again, are going to prioritize working families, not corporate interests. And Angie knows that what she's saying and what she's fighting for, it might get her uninvited from a few dinners. It might piss off a few corporate lobbyists, but she doesn't care. And my ask for people in Central Florida, and especially in my district, that I have been proud to represent the last 4 years, and that I have been elected to another year because I'm running unopposed. My ask for the people of Central Florida is, when you go in August to cast your ballot in our Democratic primary for Senate, that you vote for the fighter and that you vote for Angie Nixon. If you're ready to defeat Ashley Moody, Angie Nixon. If you're ready to reject corruption and special interests, Angie Nixon. If you're ready to build an economy that works for working people, Angie Nixon. If you're ready to pass Medicare for all, Angie Nixon. If you're ready for universal child care, Angie Nixon. If you're ready to make sure that the ultra-wealthy pay their fair share, Angie Nixon. And if you're ready to take back Florida for working people, for the average Floridian, Angie Nixon! Let's get it done! And without further ado, please give it up for the next senator representing the great state of Florida, Angie Nixon!